Hope you're having a good Tuesday afternoon, and I just want to thank you for joining in on a weekly basis to see how we're doing at George Fox and perhaps to offer a little encouragement. First, I just want to thank all the graduating seniors who wrote in and answered the survey. Almost 200 of you provided suggestions for how we might approach graduation this year. Then I took all those suggestions and I met with a group of 7 seniors on Zoom, and we talked about each of them and we came to a conclusion. So we decided that on August the 15th, we will have our normal graduation where we bring everyone together at Stouffer Stadium to celebrate your great achievements. That will include department receptions, the faculty will be here, all the staff. We're just really looking forward to having you back. And now that we have a date, you can put it on your calendar and you can begin to plan in that direction. For those who aren't able to make it on August the 15th, we'd invite you to come on December the 19th, which is our normal mid-year graduation. And we'll make that a special day for those of you who come on that day to celebrate your 2020 achievement. In addition, there were a small number of people who wished to have a virtual graduation on May the 2nd, at least to have some acknowledgement that on that day would have been the completion of your experience at George Fox. So we're going to do that as well. And you're going to be receiving some information on how to log in on that day and join us for a virtual recognition. And we hope to make that special for you as well. So thank you again for your willingness to participate and to offer suggestions. And we just want you to know that we're really looking forward to having you back on campus and just encourage you to finish the year at a height, even though I know it's not easy being distant from the campus. It's really a difficult time. I think almost everyone knows this is not a normal time in any way. I think this has been the most disruptive time of my entire life for our culture. It is different. There are people who are out of work, those who are worried about being out of work. There's certainly people who are sick, and then lots who are worried about getting sick. So it's just different. And I think there's all kinds of people that have been offering encouragement. And this past week, I don't know if this is something that you listened to or not, but the Queen of England gave an address, and I thought it was quite spectacular. And here's just a couple small quotes from her address. She says, "While we have faced challenges before, this one's different. This time we join with all nations across the globe. I want you to know that we will succeed, and that success will belong to every one of us. I hope in the years to come, everyone will be able to take pride in how they responded to this challenge. Those who come after us will say that the Britons of this generation were as strong as any." Although she was talking to the people of the United Kingdom, I thought her words were just as informative or helpful for those of us who are in the United States. In a sense of challenge, a time of challenge, it always comes to us who are leading at the time to step up and step into the moment. And we've seen our healthcare workers, our teachers, our staff, people in the community who are simply responding and helping anyone they can during this time of great challenge. And I hope that you find her words to be of sustenance as well. In addition, I always think that, especially after Easter week, that as Christians, we have a sense that we are not just built for this world, but that the experiences that we now have, the work that we're now doing is preparing us for another world. C.S. Lewis used to call this the Shadowlands. The real world is the one that is to come, and every experience here is preparing us for that world. In one of his great sermons that he gave in the midst of conflict in England called The Weight of Glory, he made this comment in the middle of that sermon. "At present, we are on the outside of the world, the wrong side of the door. We discern the freshness and purity of the morning, but they do not make us fresh and pure. We cannot mingle with the splendors we see, but all the leaves of the New Testament are rustling with the rumor that it will not always be so. Someday, God willing, we shall get in." I always love that phrase, that we're being prepared for the world that is to come. And the resurrection represents the victory over death and our entry into that door, which will lead us into the world to come. This past week, my mom and dad are 83, and so I called them on the phone just to kind of remind them that they needed to be careful, that they needed to be washing their hands and following all the guidelines. And my mom stopped me halfway through the conversation, and she said, "You can always tell when you're going to get a wise statement," because she said, son, I'm 83. If I don't die of this, I'm going to die of something else. I'll be careful. I'll try to do the best I can. But I've been walking with the Lord my whole life, and I'm looking forward to the door that leads to a new relationship with Him. So whether it's this or it's in a few years with something else, just know that I have confidence in the life I've lived, and I'm looking forward to greeting Jesus soon. So I hope that's encouragement to you as you think about what you're experiencing at the moment and what indeed is to come. He is risen, and for us, that brings great hope.